Just as you thought the Chinese Communist Party couldn't get more sketchy, they did. If you're in the US right now, like me, and you know anything about countries and space, you would probably know NASA has not been doing too much. I'm not going to say my opinion on Elon Musk, but basically, he has been doing all the space things for the US recently, not NASA. But unlike NASA, the Chinese Space Agency has been doing a lot, and that's actually not great. And I'm not saying that just because it's China, I'm saying that because, well, they want the moon, bro. To start, China is a country in Asia with around 1.4 billion people. The country has a communist government called the CCP, or the Chinese Communist Party, and it's run by a guy named Xi Jinping. And right now, China is trying to mine helium 3 from the moon. And if you think I'm making this up, I will cite all my sources for this video in the description. If you are interested and want more information than I give you, make sure you listen to the podcast with Sean Ryan and Steve Quas. They talk about it, and it's how I first heard about this. So I listened to the podcast and I began researching more things to make this video. Now, China is not currently mining on the moon, but they have invested billions of dollars into researching ways to extract helium 3 and other materials from the moon. It says they want to have this plan done by 2035. Also, China has done a series of robot lunar missions to the moon named after the moon goddess Chang'e. Now, please keep in mind, I'm not an expert on foreign politics and foreign space missions, but I did put a lot of research into this video and I'm going to try to break it down as understandable as possible. So, the moon has some very valuable materials that are almost impossible to get here on Earth, specifically helium 3. Helium 3 is on Earth, but it's extremely rare to find. It's very scarce. However, on the moon it's everywhere. So China has been doing these space missions and they have brought back helium 3. So currently China is investing billions of dollars into heavy lift rockets and other space technology for future mining missions. Now the US has looked into lunar mining, so has a lot of other countries and space agencies, including Japan, Russia, India, and the ESA, or European Space Agency. However, most countries, including the US, really haven't done much, especially compared to China. Me personally, I think we should just leave the moon alone. I would say it's a pretty important planet, controls a lot of weather and tides. I think we should just leave it alone. But feel free to leave your opinion in the comments. Also, if you know more about this, feel free to leave it down there. It's really fascinating stuff. If you like this video and feel like you learned something, feel free to subscribe. Have a great day.